He clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it.
I got y'all. I told y'all something. I'm not bothering nobody. I want peace. Y'all following me for no reason. I asked y'all nice. Please leave me alone.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to.
In a shocking disclosure, Stephen A. Smith has reportedly delivered what could be the final blow to the financial empire of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Famous for his extravagant lifestyle, non-stop self-promotion, and unbeaten record in the ring, Mayweather long stood as a symbol of wealth and flash in professional boxing. However, Smith suggests that the glamour was merely a cover, now unraveling amid bankruptcy claims, IRS scrutiny, and a growing stack of legal battles.
Please, listen. All us going to go in there. We're doing our jobs too, man. Please leave us alone.
Okay, just want to comment. What?
The phrase he's done quickly trended across social media after Stephen A. Smith delivered his explosive remarks during a fiery segment on First Take, sparking intense debate, speculation, and growing doubts about the stability of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s once seemingly untouchable empire.
Which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that.
To truly grasp the weight of this financial downfall, it's important to understand just how remarkable Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s ascent once was. Born in Grand Rapids, he turned pro in 1996 and rapidly earned a reputation as a master technician inside the ring. His defensive mastery, razor-sharp reflexes, and tactical intelligence helped him retire undefeated at 50-0. Nicknamed Money for a reason, Mayweather transformed the business of boxing. In 2006, he paid $750,000 to break away from Top Rank, a bold move that reshaped his career. He later launched Mayweather Promotions, securing full control over his fight earnings and pay-per-view revenue. Throughout his career, he headlined some of the richest bouts in boxing history. His 2015 clash with Manny Pacquiao reportedly generated over $600 million. And 2 years later, his crossover showdown with Conor McGregor brought in another $300 million. At one stage, Forbes ranked him as the world's highest-paid athlete. Yet, as Stephen A. Smith bluntly stated, it doesn't matter how much you earn if you spend, as if the money will never stop flowing.
Pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s lifestyle was not merely luxurious. It embodied excess at a scale rarely witnessed, even among the globe's richest athletes. His spending became a core part of his persona, with every acquisition and social media post reinforcing the money image. from boarding private jets as casually as taxis to cruising in fleets of Bugattis and Rolls-Royces. He projected non-stop extravagance. One of the clearest symbols of that opulence was his $18 million diamond-studded watch, an accessory that sparked headlines on its own. Even nights out in Las Vegas strip clubs reportedly ran over $25,000 per visit, treated as routine rather than indulgent. He owned multiple mansions in elite areas such as Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami, each lavishly furnished, often unoccupied, yet costly to maintain. He became known for traveling with duffel bags stuffed with cash, displaying stacks of $100 bills online as proof of boundless wealth. Whether spreading piles of money across tables or posting videos of himself counting millions, he cultivated the image of unlimited financial power. Behind the spectacle, however, financial experts consistently sounded alarms. Analysts cautioned that such extreme spending can only be sustained if income keeps pace with or exceeds expenses, something that becomes increasingly difficult once fight purses dry up. As one former advisor warned, when the paydays stop, the obligations remain, a statement that now appears to foreshadow Mayweather's current financial predicament.
Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million.
On a heated broadcast of First Take, Stephenasmith spoke bluntly. I've reviewed the paperwork. I've talked to insiders. I'm telling you, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in deep trouble, he said, staring directly into the camera with his usual intensity. He added, this isn't gossip anymore. The IRS is coming for him. Creditors are on his heels. He's selling off assets everywhere. And the worst part? Those huge fight paydays aren't there to rescue him. He's finished. Smith alleged that Mayweather is dealing with a multi-million-dollar lien from the Internal Revenue Service, has secured loans against several properties, and owes years of unpaid taxes. He further claimed that a number of Mayweather's business ventures have collapsed, leaving him facing lawsuits from dissatisfied investors. Most concerning, according to Smith, is that Mayweather has reportedly begun discreetly unloading valuable possessions, including rare luxury cars and expensive jewelry, in an effort to manage escalating debts. Pointing to a noticeable change in behavior, Smith remarked, you don't go from boasting about spending $1.4 million in a single day to suddenly going silent about your finances unless something's off. The once flashy champion, famous for constantly showcasing his riches, has grown unusually quiet, sparking speculation that the money image may have been a fading illusion, that Mayweather's tax troubles with the Internal Revenue Service date back years. In 2017, he drew headlines after requesting a postponement on a 2015 tax payment until after his high-profile bout with Conor McGregor, citing liquidity issues despite earning hundreds of millions. At the time, it was viewed as a calculated financial maneuver, but insiders now suggest it may have signaled deeper financial strain.
Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much, this isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
it's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that
Long before Floyd Mayweather Jr. embraced the money persona, he was already dealing with major financial strain. Despite his dominance in the ring, reports surfaced that he was at risk of jail time over unpaid taxes. To avoid incarceration, he reportedly borrowed $2 million just to reduce a mounting tax burden. Rather than reflecting the image of a sharp businessman that many believed him to be, it suggested someone edging toward financial instability while trying to sustain an extravagant lifestyle and neglecting core financial responsibilities. Instead of prioritizing disciplined money management, Mayweather continued indulging in high-end cars, costly jewelry, and multiple luxury estates. His constant displays of wealth projected an illusion of security and prosperity, concealing deeper financial disarray behind the scenes. Taking out a loan to address tax liabilities only intensified concerns about his fiscal footing, indicating that unchecked spending and poor planning were beginning to take their toll. It became the start of a troubling cycle that many now link to the financial challenges he reportedly faces today.
From Eric B. and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather. That's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E. He needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy. He owned Skunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought it was crazy. They said, yo, loan me $2 million. I want to sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there.
At one stage, Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly owed an eye-popping $22.2 million to the Internal Revenue Service, a figure that sparked serious doubts about his financial oversight. For someone who regularly branded himself as the richest athlete alive, such a massive tax liability was difficult to overlook. It revealed a sharp contrast between the persona he promoted and the apparent state of his finances. While he showcased private jets, exotic cars, and extravagant shopping sprees, the looming tax debt suggested that portions of his fortune may have been poorly managed or exaggerated. For a figure whose identity revolved around unmatched financial dominance, the burden raised concerns that his wealth was not as secure as portrayed. Rather than reflecting calculated business acumen, the situation hinted that the lavish displays could have masked deeper instability. Failing to settle taxes on time underscored the gap between the carefully curated money image and financial reality. It served as a reminder that even top-earning athletes are vulnerable to the fallout of mismanagement, and that a glamorous lifestyle does not necessarily guarantee lasting financial security.
Up until recently, didn't have any money. So Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back.
Even 50 Cent, once a close friend and business partner of Floyd Mayweather Jr., spoke candidly about the boxer's financial troubles. In multiple interviews, he painted a stark picture of Mayweather's spending, claiming Floyd had squandered enormous sums on jewelry, private jets, strip clubs, and, most critically, gambling. According to 50 Cent, the problem wasn't just how much was spent, but the sheer recklessness behind it. Millions were spent as if the money would never run out. What made his statements particularly striking was his insider perspective. Having once been part of Mayweather's inner circle, he wasn't a distant observer, but someone who had witnessed the extravagant lifestyle firsthand. When 50 Cent publicly declared that Floyd had burned through his fortune and was effectively broke, it sent shockwaves through both the sports and entertainment worlds. The claim starkly contrasted with the invincible, wealthy persona Mayweather had long projected. Coming from a former friend and now outspoken critic, these revelations added further credibility to growing concerns that Mayweather's financial empire might be unraveling behind the scenes.
Completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation isn't valid. So I could actually technically trademarks the the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because he's just not. I just said it, and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up in conversation? I don't even care about what they're doing.
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's fight time.
Got it.
It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac,
right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, when you make yourself like we got issues or you're angry, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's
Oscar De La Hoya, a former rival and fellow boxing legend, has publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for continuing to participate in exhibition bouts, urging him to stop undermining his legacy. In an Instagram video, De La Hoya addressed Mayweather directly. "Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend, but you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard and expensive, but come on, put your legacy first." This message followed Mayweather's exhibition match against John Gotti III, which ended amid controversy and drew boos from the crowd. De La Hoya's remarks highlight wider concerns that Mayweather's post-retirement activities could tarnish the carefully built legacy of decades in the ring. By taking part in these exhibitions, he risks overshadowing his accomplishments and shifting public perception of his career. De La Hoya's warning underscores the importance of prioritizing legacy over short-term attention or financial gain.
Another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate.
In early 2025, Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s attempt to highlight his philanthropic side by donating to homeless shelters in Los Angeles was met with skepticism. While initially praised, doubts arose when he posted on Instagram claiming to still be in Dubai around the same time the donation was reported, leading many to question whether the act was genuine or a calculated move to improve his public image amid growing financial scrutiny. The situation escalated when Gervonta Davis, a former protege of Mayweather, claimed that he was not on a world tour as stated, but was actually being detained in Dubai over unpaid debts, including luxury jewelry and other high-end items. Veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer corroborated the allegations, stating that Mayweather was indeed being held by Dubai's court system over substantial debts unrelated to boxing. Glazer noted that indebtedness is taken very seriously in Dubai, suggesting that Mayweather was struggling to resolve the matter without success.
You know, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, you know, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures. There is no video of this happening. But there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, "We're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help. So he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. I don't want to show my face, but Floyd just gave us 30,000.
Adding weight to Gervonta Davis's claims, veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer confirmed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was being held by Dubai's court system over significant debts unrelated to boxing. Glazer noted that indebtedness is taken extremely seriously in Dubai, indicating that Mayweather had been struggling to resolve the issue without success, that in what appeared to be an effort to counter these reports. Mayweather made a high-profile appearance at an NBA game in Los Angeles, reportedly donating $30,000 to 3 homeless individuals. Yet the gesture was met with skepticism, as it coincided with the timeline of his alleged detainment, leading some to question whether the act was genuine or a strategic attempt to distract from his financial troubles. Further complicating the narrative, Mayweather has made bold claims about his assets, including ownership of 62 buildings valued at $42 million. Critics have questioned the validity of these assertions, suggesting they may be aimed at projecting financial stability despite mounting evidence of fiscal distress. The public disputes with Davis, combined with these controversial statements, have cast a shadow over Mayweather's legacy, raising concerns about the sustainability of his extravagant lifestyle and the transparency of his financial dealings.
Has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the
Stephen A. Smith reported that recent filings indicate Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owes over $52 million in back taxes, covering the years 2015 through 2022. The Internal Revenue Service has reportedly begun freezing some of his accounts and launching investigations into his assets. Financial analyst Chris One highlighted the intense scrutiny the IRS places on individuals with large tax debts. He explained that owing a substantial amount transforms the IRS into an omnipresent watchdog, meticulously auditing every transaction and making financial management extremely difficult until the debt is settled. This level of oversight involves examining all income streams, expenditures, and asset purchases to ensure compliance and recover owed taxes, creating a highly stressful financial environment for the individual.